what to do if you have become depressed and bored with your life. And this seems to be a common theme with a lot of guys these days. You just become a little too depressed and a little too bored with your own life, and now you feel like you're in this funk and you can't get out of it, and every day seems to be getting worse and worse. Things are not getting any better, and now you're feeling trapped. You don't know how to escape it. You don't know how to get out, and luckily for you, you found this coaching video because I'm going to help you get out of it. So the one thing you have to understand is when you become depressed over anything, okay, the source of that depression really comes from the fact that you feel that you are not progressing in life. You feel like you're not moving forward in life. You feel like you're not going anywhere in life. You feel like you're not doing anything with your life. You're not having an impact on the world. You're not adding any value to anyone's life, especially your own, much less any of your family members, any of your friends. You just feel like your life is just kind of rotting away, and you're just sitting there waiting for the end. Okay, that's where depression comes from. It comes from you essentially stagnating in life. Okay, and usually, if we just go back a few steps, this usually derives from you at some point earlier becoming, before you became all depressed. This really originates from you just becoming a little too complacent with life. You know, you kind of got trapped in your routines for a while. Maybe it might have been your job, or with your girl, or your job and your girl, and you just became a little too comfortable, right? And it got to essentially got to a point where you didn't feel like, you know, you needed to try anymore, right? And you stopped trying in life. You stopped pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone, and you just started kind of living in your comfort zone and never leaving because it was safe, and you were in your own little bubble where nobody could bother you, nobody could mess with you. Okay, nobody could push your buttons. You're safe in this bubble. And now you've been in there so long that now you're feeling down about it, because that's what happens when you, essentially just isolate yourself away from everybody and away from any challenges of life, and away from any obstacles. Is you just kind of sink into this lower consciousness where one day you start to look around and you go, hey man, this is boring. This kind of sucks. And we were once moving, and now we're at a complete red light. We're at a standstill. And that's when the depression sets in. That's when the depressionary thought sets in. Like I said, it comes from you just no longer progressing in life. And this is why I say, as a man, I've always taught you guys, as a man, the number one thing you must always do is you must what? You must keep moving in life. Okay? You must keep on getting out there and moving in life, and socializing, meeting new people, getting in new adventures, exploring, seeing the world, you name it. Okay? You must keep moving in life. Why do you think I'm never home? I'm almost never at home. Right? I've talked about how, I would love to create this studio at my home, and I might at some point, right? But I don't want to right now, because a lot of these YouTubers have this nice studio at home, and they buy these expensive lights, and it just, it looks like a very high quality production, and they have their script ready to go to do their videos. Whereas mine are always on the fly. I'm like driving around. I'm in my DeLorean. I'm at Cars and Coffee. I'm in Vegas, which I'm in right now. I'm in Los Angeles. I'm in San Diego. I'm at the beach. I'm always moving, aren't I? Why is that? Why don't I just sit at home and do these videos? I mean, I do sometimes, but a lot of times I don't, because I'm just not home enough. Because I like constantly moving, right? Just like I teach you guys. I live what I teach you, right? It's important. Because the second, I know it's just with my own behavioral patterns, like when I'm home for more than, say, a couple of months, I start to get restless. I start to get a little antsy, because I know that the longer I stay home, the more complacent I become. And I do. Like when I'm home for too long, I start to kind of like want to go in my shell a little bit more. That's what happens when you're always home. It's like you just kind of want to just go more and more inside your shell, and you don't want to leave that shell because it's nice, it's safe, it's a bubble, right? However, as a man, you're not meant to do that. You're meant to explore as a man. You're meant to go on new adventures. You're meant to see the world. You're meant to meet new people. You're meant to go out there and, go on your journey. Go on the hero's journey, as they call it. You're supposed to do those things. And then when you don't do them, that's why, your soul punishes you and your soul gets upset with you. And then it starts to hate you. And then you start to get depressed, right? You start to get depressed. So when it comes to depression, that is really the only way to tackle it is you have to start moving, number one. Number two, you got to start pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone, because nobody's going to come along and knock on your door and do it for you. That's something you have to do. You have to start getting out there. Okay, whether it's just starting to re-engage with old friends, do that. If it's starting to engage in hobbies with people who are like-minded, who like the same stuff you do that. Right? Whatever it is, you have to go out there and engage. I mean, even beyond pickup and game, which is what I'm known for, right? Beyond running my boot camps and all this, I mean, I could essentially, and oftentimes I want to just stay home all week and sleep, right? Essentially, that's what I'd like to do, but I don't. Instead, Saturday or Sunday comes, I get up 7, 8 in the morning, get my car, whether it's my DeLorean or my Corvette, go to Cars and Coffee in the morning. Why? Because I want to socialize with these guys with their cool cars. I want to talk to them about cars. I want to get in conversations with other guys who are car enthusiasts. I want to get to know them. I want to get to, learn about why they like this car or what they think it would be a good investment for another car. I like socializing with those guys. And when I'm not doing that, I'll go out with another group of my friends that are not pickup people. They don't do game or anything like that. We just like to go out and do karaoke. I used to be in a rock band in San Francisco, an alternative rock band. I used to do a lot of Smashing Pumpkins covers. And Billy Corgan, one of my favorite alternative rockers from back in the day. He's very red pill, by the way. Did you see his interviews? I think most of them were taken down. He did a bunch of interviews with Alex Jones, but Alex Jones got removed from YouTube. However, I used to be in a rock band, so I still miss singing every once in a while. So I'll go karaoke with these people, and we'll go to different venues and just like bar hop and karaoke. It's fun, right? It's a completely different group of people, but I'm constantly out there just engaging with people, family, friends, car dudes, whoever it is. And this is essentially what you should be doing, right? You need to keep going out there, and you need to keep putting yourself out there, because nothing happens at home, guys. Nothing happens when you stay home and you play video games all day, or you watch television all day, or you're on TikTok or whatever it is. Nothing happens at home. You have to get out there and get out here. Okay? You have to go out. Okay, and that's really what will essentially keep you from sinking into this lower consciousness where you start feeling those remnants of depression, and you start, feeling like you're not moving in life anymore. Because all these negative emotions, all of these toxic manufactured ideas that, kind of mutate in your mind, that comes from you failing to leave your house. Right? You need to go out. Okay, nothing happens at home. I always tell my pickup students that. They're always like, "How'd you meet that girl? How'd you meet that girl?" I go out. You want to meet a girl like that? Go out. You want to get good at this? Go out. You want to stop feeling depressed? Go out. Going out is the answer to everything. Because staying home, the only reason you should be staying home is to catch up on sleep. That's the only reason. But as always, guys, with that said, drop your comments below. Let me know what you think of tonight's coaching video. Let me know if there's anything I missed, anything you would like to add, anything that you would like to share with the tribe. Please feel free to drop those comments below.